Praise Jesus, family. You welcome back once again to this platform in Jesus Christ's name. Good morning and win today. First of all, my brothers and sisters, I thank all of you who have joined this family, and I wish you all Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So I just want to share with you this message that I believe it can help someone out there, and that's why I'm here to share this message with you, my brothers and sisters. And I pray that God will give you a heart, a hearing heart. I pray that God will open your heart to hear my message as I share, because this has ever helped me before, and that's why I felt like sharing it with you so that you can also be helped. So, my brothers and sisters, today I want to share with you a message about observing your life and also after prayers. I'm going to use my own life experience to tell you guys what I mean by this, because this is a challenge to so many of us. It has ever been a challenge to me too. So, like, you find sometimes after you've prayed, you don't even remember what you've asked God. You don't even remember those things that you ask God, but you only remember them when you don't see them happening. But after you've prayed, you don't observe whether God is saying something about what you've asked Him or not. Because, my sisters, my brothers and sisters, if after you've prayed to God, you need to pay a close attention. You need to observe, is God saying something about what you've asked Him? And if not, why? You need to find out, why is God not saying something about what I've asked Him? Let me tell you, my brothers and sisters, I myself used to have so many serious nightmares. Time me sharing with you about my nightmare experience. I've gone through nightmares, but whenever I could pray to God to remove these nightmares, sometimes after I have prayed, I'll see like maybe 1, 2, 3 days, like something that I've asked God to take it away, it is not happening. Like, and then I'll be like, wow, so God is saying something about what I've asked Him. And after that, I'll keep like that, because when I pray about this, or when I pray against this, you find something else, like what I've prayed is not there, but then something, it comes, maybe like I see it in another form, and then still I'll keep pleading with God. I'll keep praying to God to still to take even these ones away the same way He took the other ones. So my brothers and sisters, I could see the move of God, like each time I ask Him, because I observe, I do pay attention after I have prayed, after I've asked. I pray, and then after I've prayed, and then I begin to observe, is God saying something about this? And I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, I've always seen God's hands. I've always seen God, like in my life, saying something each and every time I communicate to Him. So today I would advise you also, like when you've asked God for something. That's why last time I shared with you, my brothers and sisters, that when you're praying, don't use so many words. Use words that you can recall what you've asked God. So after you've asked God, begin to pay attention to your request. Begin to pay attention. Is God saying something about what you've asked Him? Because, my brothers and sisters, those are the kind of things that will make God even be ashamed not to answer you. I'm sorry to say that, but He will be like, this person is waiting. He has asked me, or she has asked me, and she's waiting. God will see how your heart is eagerly waiting for your request. And I'm telling you, He will do for you what you want. And also, when I talked about allowing God to correct us, my brothers and sisters, I could pray to God, asking God to set me free from nightmares, and then I see how He was walking with me and taking me each and every step, freeing me from nightmares. And then also, I realized that there are certain things that, because like when these nightmares, when this, maybe this one is not there anymore, but there are things that when I do, they come back. And I realized that them coming back, God is showing me that the reason why they were not coming is because I was obeying Him, or I was doing what He wants me to do. But the reason why they are coming back, or the reason why they are back, is because I'm doing what He does not want. So, my brothers and sisters, I begin to realize that when God corrects us, and He's going to correct you using situation. He allowed the situation to come so that you can correct yourself. He's not going to talk to you with a loud voice that you know who and so. Stop doing this or this. No, He's not going to talk to you using a loud voice, but God will talk to you using situation. When you pray and you see that thing is not happening, and then again after sometimes the very things come back, it means you've gone back to your ways, you've gone back to your old ways. So, my brothers and sisters, we should allow God to correct us. And I will read for you the scriptures about what God says in Proverbs chapter 15, verse 31 says, if you pay attention when you are corrected, you are wise. And verse 31 says, if you refuse to learn, you are hurting yourself. If you accept correction, you will become wise. My brothers and sisters, as I told you that I used to have nightmares, and then I prayed to God. And when I prayed to God, those things disappeared. But I realized that whenever I do something that does not please God, they come back. You get? Because God is now trying to correct me by bringing them back, by allowing them to come back. He is trying to correct me that what I should not continue doing what I am doing. You get? So, my brothers and sisters, I realized, like, I could ask myself that I've prayed and God has set me free from this thing for so long. Why are they back? And then I could see that indeed there are certain things that I'm doing that does not please God, and because of these things is that's why these dreams or these bad dreams are coming back. So, my brothers and sisters, God correct us, but sometimes we can't know. And it is when we know that He's correcting us that we learn. And when we learn, we become wise. You get? So we should begin to pay attention and then allow God to correct us, because nightmares are so bad. I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, I no longer have nightmares, but the kind of dreams I have, I would tell you that, okay, nightmares, these are dreams that when you have and you wake up, like for example, you dream when people are giving you what and what. I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, if you see that in your dream that people are giving you bad things, it will affect your life unless you pray so hard, and then God can cancel it. But it will affect your life. And then there are also attacks. Me, I have attacks. And let me tell you, my brothers and sisters, sometimes attacks too can be like nightmares, because they can attack you in the dream and you don't have God. Then it is the same as nightmares, because it will destroy your life too. But me, I do have dreams, and each time they attack me, my brothers and sisters, I will not lie to you, God's hands is always there. Those attackers do not win. I always see the power of God saving me whenever they come. So that's why I'm so proud. I'm so proud to be a child of God. And you see, every child of God, even to your parents, if your parents correct you, you come. So if you are a child of God, allow God to correct you. Those situations there, those things that you're going through are not there to destroy you if you know that you're a child of God. But those things are there to correct you so that you can be perfect. I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, those things are going to teach you that indeed God is walking with you. They are going to make you know that God is indeed with you. You don't look at those things that you're going through as something that is to destroy your life, but they are there to tell you, they are there to show you that God is present in your life. I'll continue my reading from the book of Proverbs 12, verse 1 says, "Those who love knowledge want to be told when they are wrong. It is stupid to hate being corrected." So if you want knowledge, then you should allow when God is correcting you, those situations, those things that you are going through, they are there to make you perfect. They are there to make you know that God is with you. And if you begin to observe that, if you begin to look at what you're going through that way, my brothers and sisters, you're going to find yourself where you never expected to be. I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters. So we should allow God to correct us, and those very situations are the things God is using to correct our lives. Those are the very things God is using to make our lives perfect. Because He's not going to speak to you so loud that you know who and who, do this, stop doing this, stop. No. He's going to speak to you in a very different way, and you need to observe that and learn from it. You need to observe that and learn from that. Even your own mistakes. Sometimes we do make mistakes as human beings, but you find if you cannot learn from your mistake, that this thing that I did is wrong, so I should not do it anymore, and you keep doing it, I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, you'll be hurting yourself. But if you can learn from your mistakes, then your life will be perfect. So let's learn from our mistakes. Let's begin to learn and then allow God. When God is correcting us, we should learn and observe when God is correcting us. When you read the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 17 says, "Discipline your children and you can always be proud of them. They will never give you reason to be ashamed." So also God, if our parents discipline us so that they cannot have any reason to be ashamed of us, even God is trying to discipline us in so many ways so that He does not be ashamed of us, so that we can be here only for His glory and not to embarrass and shame Him. So we should allow when God is correcting us. You're not going to understand sometimes that God is saying this, but He will use very small things that if you don't pay attention so well, you may not understand that it is God trying to correct you. So we should begin to pay attention to our lives, pay attention to your prayers. There's no way you're going to understand that it is God who did this to me if you are not attentive to yourself when after prayers. So, my brothers and sisters, pay attention to yourself every after you've prayed, to your life. What kind of life are you living? Is it pleasing God? Is it the kind of life that God can be proud of? So, all these things we need to learn, we need to observe, we need to know these things as children of God so that we can walk a straight a straight race with God. Let's begin to learn and pay attention when God is correcting us, because God corrects those people that He loves, as it is said in the book of Proverbs chapter 3 verse 12 that the Lord corrects those He loves, as parents correct a child of who they are proud of. So we too, like God is trying to correct you because He loves you. He does not want you to end up in disappointment. God does not want you to end up in hell. He does not want you to end up in pain, but He's trying to correct you so that you can live a perfect life, so that you can be happy, so that you can be filled with a lot of joy, so that everything can go well in your life. So we should allow God to correct us, and also let's pay attention how, because He's not going to correct us with what, like, we are not going to see it like physically. He's going to use so many silly things to correct us. But we should learn to observe this, and then we can have happiness in Christ. So, my brothers and sisters, with this message, may God bless you and protect you. And I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, pay attention to your life. God is with you. You are not alone. He's there watching over you. But we need to be a little bit more serious with God. So pay attention and allow God to correct you so that you can be wise. I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, allow God to correct you so that you can be wise. Pay attention when God is correcting you. Be a child that listen and not a child that disobey when is corrected, so that so that God can be proud of you. So, with this message, may you be blessed all in Jesus Christ's name. And Merry Christmas to you all. I'll keep sharing with you message each and every day, everything. And to those who have asked me to pray for them, I am praying for you